to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium. Ahead will decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. Punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line. Keep it up,
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. On play action, they'll throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's first and 10. They'll run right here with Swift. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown.
Because of the shit you did, nigga. Now you want to try to put
the
that
last
shit
couple
on
of times
me?
I'm getting and all the other bullshit, bro.
I'm screaming and hollering, telling you I want to spend time with you, nigga. Ain't no relax, nothing.
Come on, bro.
I don't give a fuck about that shit. You think I care?
Come on, man. Like,
now after the touchdown, here's Butker on the kick.
stop! Don't disconnect my shit, Tiffany. What the fuck is you doing, man?
He will return this from deep in the end zone. No chance to get away.
Bro, stop! I'm in the middle of my playoff game. Stop, bro. No, I did not. I asked you, bro.
And I gave you, so I asked you, so
I'm
give it
telling
to
you,
me.
no, man.
Give it to me.
Damn, stop, man. Not today, Tiffany. Stop, bro.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. They find some open field here.
No, ain't no 1 second. Tiffany, stop fucking playing, man.
No, I ain't playing.
I'm not playing either. Stop, bro. Stop, man. No, man. No.
Why you
stop,
not having
man.
your phone?
I'm not having shit.
Okay,
Stop,
so
man. Not nothing in there. Stop. Stop, Tiffany. Damn. Man, stop playing, bro. I'm not on that, man.
Okay,
stop, man. Stop.
This what you do all day.
Leave me alone, bro. Damn, bro. I'm not fucking with you.
You
Leave me
text
fucking
me.
alone. I won't text you no more, bro. Damn.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw
Take some
him
stuff
do
to
there,
work.
because he really
What?
looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of attack.
Stop, Tiffany, man. Stop fucking playing, man. Stop, man.
You can run wide receiver routes with him.
Damn. I'm in the middle of my playoff game. Stop, man. What is... Hey, Tiffany, stop, man. Damn, so that's so aggy. Stop right now, man. Damn, bro. Stop. I'm in the middle of my playoff game. Stop.
Downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
They'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
A big pickup of 12 yards on fourth down to keep this drive from stalling. Back to throw again. And he will find his man on the outside.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Got it. Ready?
They're going to look to throw. Touchdown, Vikings! From 10 yards out. And the Vikings respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
These two teams all tied after 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Myles Garrett in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Yeah, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Drake London,
a 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no call.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Derek Stingley picks it. And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's in person or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. He'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now a handoff as they run left side.
68 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
Drake London.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line.
Oh, good return up past the 30.
And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big play there on the catch and run. 38 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Derek Stingley picks it.
He's at the 50. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, they had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Vikings will take over here just shy of the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Can't get away, and he's taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Looking to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10. Now back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Let's go now. 19 tight. 19. Ready.
They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn getting set for quarter number 3 here. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. They'll roll him out right. He's got a man that's caught left sideline. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and getting the first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 75 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's got room at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. All the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense. It has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They're really locked in on offense.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. Throw left side, there's London. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. The bottom line is it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Now a give, right side, Swift. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. He'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to let it go again. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Minnesota. 57 yards after the big play, and chance to finish now on 1st and goal. He'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. They'll try again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Vikings are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Try! And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. And with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed. And now here's another interception. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner?
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Drake London saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
On play action, they'll throw. That is caught by Anderson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He's going to look deep for more. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Vikings are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. Gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, and you just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, I think it's pretty evident that any blowout isn't going to be big enough for them. They're already up 7 full touchdowns, and it's still not stopping them from throwing it deep downfield, taking their shots, trying to add more points.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Cowboy 80. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. 19 Lion.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. 4th down conversion plays. You usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36.
19, 18, 19 tight, 19 tight.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. That's brought in downfield by London. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
They're going to look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 50. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. They picked it in the end zone. They're glad he brought it out all the way across midfield into enemy territory.
And don't think for a second that some teammates didn't tell him to stay in the end zone, right? What he did there, to me, was the equivalent of baseball.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. back to throw here. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lost one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Alontae Taylor. And the Vikings come up with a late turnover. But it would probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.